Welcome to the Transformational Soul Show with your host, Ruth Soltman. Are you ready to experience more stability in your life? You can change your life and be who you are meant to be, your authentic self.
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to the Transformational Soul. My name is Ruth Soltman, and I want to welcome you and thank you so much for being here. Hello to everybody watching on Rumble. Wonderful that you can tune in tonight. So today is my 100th show. My 100th show. It seems crazy, and the time has gone by so fast. It's been almost 2 years. December 10th will be 2 years, but you know what they say, time flies when you're having fun. So I want to welcome you to my 100th show. I'm pretty excited about that, and really grateful that you guys tune in every week, because if you weren't here, I wouldn't there'd be no show. So I do have several announcements. Now the first one is in regards to my Mystic Impressions holiday sale. That's my craft company. Today is the last day of that sale. Now the book bundles that I've been offering, like I have the 3-book bundle of the 3 ABC books, and then the 4-book bundle, which is all 4 of the books. Those will still be available a little longer. You can order those through me. Those are not on my website. At my website, you have to buy the books individually. So if you are not on Facebook and don't know how to get a hold of me, you can contact me by emailing me at Angelworks Publishing, ANGELWORKSPUBLISHING@gmail.com. Now also my Oracle cards, if you order them directly from the website, they do have a discount code that is good until Sunday, December 4th. And that code is all uppercase letters, CYBER 2022. You need to order soon if you want to get them in time for Christmas delivery. They will ship directly to you. And I'm pretty sure they ship worldwide. So, check those out. They make really great gifts for stocking stuffers. I don't know how much the discount is with that code, because that's company-wide. With the printing company, that's not my discount. So I really don't know how much you're going to save, but you might want to check that out. Let's say hello to some people. I see a bunch of people jumping on here. And see, who do we have? Hello, Robert. Nice to see you here, Robert. And we have Terry. Hello, Terry. And Veronica. Hello. Good morning to you, Veronica, over in Australia. Hello, Richard. Oh, thank you so much. And we have Heather's here. Hello, Heather. And Joyce. Wow, so nice of you guys to hop on. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. All right. So Tiffany did put that discount code up there. So, you can check out those cards. So I hope everybody had a really great holiday and a nice holiday weekend. It was a long weekend for a lot of people. Thank you to everyone who joined me for my show last week. On Thanksgiving Eve, I know a lot of people were busy, so I really appreciate you tuning in. Hello, Sarah and Kim. Nice to see you here. So I know I talked about this before, but I started a Facebook group called 25 Days of Gratitude. And it started at the beginning of November. It was going to go till the day after Thanksgiving. So in this group now, people have been posting and commenting and everything. And I've witnessed a lot of growth in this group, a lot of expansion in the people that are participating. And it's so amazing. I've had several people reach out to me telling me how much they loved it. And, they were really sad to see it end. I've heard from other people that it's reaching to people outside of the group. they're seeing the post, they're commenting, they're liking it. So I think that is so amazing. So I was guided to change the name of the group. It is now 365 Days of Gratitude. You can join at any time. Actually, I think today I had 2 new people join. You don't have to feel obligated to stay, because when you first joined the group, I realized, it was only for 25 days. So don't feel obligated if you feel like it's not for you, or you feel it's going to be too time consuming or anything. There's no requirement to be in the group. You can just sit back and chill and enjoy what other people are posting. You can comment. You can share positive messages or memes to uplift others, or so you can participate as much or as little as you want to. The choice is up, it's up to you. There's no pressure, no worries. I'm going to post at least once a week, and we'll continue to focus on gratitude and creating that attitude of gratitude and keeping that attitude of gratitude. Now, in past shows, I can't remember exactly when I did this because, I don't know if it was earlier this year or the last year, but I have occasionally given you guys a challenge where I would challenge you to do something that, you stepped outside your comfort zone. So I was guided to start another group, but now this one is only for 7 days, only 7. It's the 7-day Christmas Giving Challenge. And it's already been created. A couple of people have seen it, when I created it, and they've already joined. You can join as soon as you want, but it will not officially start until next Wednesday, December 7th. I'm going to send out some invites to people that I think might be interested. If it is not something that you're interested in or feel that you want to do or have time for, you don't have to accept the invite. I'm not going to be offended. I'm not going to track you down. This is something for you to enjoy doing. This group is going to reflect on giving during the holiday season. We're going to explore our thoughts, our ideas, and our emotions surrounding Christmas. We're going to expand our views and our perceptions and step outside of our comfort zones. Tiffany has been so sweet and graciously posted the link for that group, but don't click it on right now because otherwise it'll take you away from the show. And, we're going to have some thought-provoking dialogue. We're going to have daily activities, which are going to be the challenges. We're going to challenge ourselves to experience the fullness and richness of giving during the holiday season. Well, hello, Jan. So nice to see you here. I'm going to post a daily challenge every day, questions for you to ponder, and offer alternative ways that we can show our love and spread our light during this holiday season. You can feel free to comment. You can feel free to post a photo or a video, for your responses for each one of the challenges. We're going to just make it a lot of fun. So if you are up for the 7-day Christmas Giving Challenge of 2022, then come on and join us because it does start in 1 week. And it will be, it will go until the 13th. That'll be the last day. And you can, that still gives you plenty of time, to get things in order for Christmas. Now, it's only 2 weeks away from my annual, this will be my 3rd annual Christmas giveaway show. And I have to tell you, I have been planning this since like March. I get really excited about the Christmas show because I love to give stuff away. I know, I think it's fun when I get stuff, so I just love giving it. So I'm going to be giving away quite a bit of stuff, and I'm going to be doing a raffle again as well. Last year, I put all the items in a Christmas stocking. This year, they're going in a Christmas hat. I'm doing the raffle because it helps me to cover the cost of shipping out everything that I'm giving away. Because just like everything else, those costs have increased this year as well. And I'm going to be posting the items for the raffle soon. And there's going to be some in there that I think some people are going to be pretty surprised and pretty excited about. Now, if you're watching here on YouTube and you would like to show your gratitude, please close the chat box. Click the thumbs up and then go back to the live chat. Every time I am going to do that after a show, I always forget. Hello, Kate. Oh, thank you so much. Nice to see you here. Now, you can also submit a testimonial to Goldylocks Productions, a testimonial about me, the show, any of the Goldylocks shows or show hosts. If you would like to make a donation to help with some of the costs of the show, then you can do that via Super Chat or Super Sticker here on YouTube, Rumble Rant on Rumble, or through my Venmo at Ruth, R-U-T-H, Saltman, S as in Sam, O-L, T as in Tom, M as in Mary, A, N as in Nancy. Please know that your donations are much appreciated. And thank you to those of you who share my show every week on social media. I so much appreciate that. Jan, I will tell you, you just close out the chat box if you're on YouTube. Let me see if you are. You're on Facebook. Never mind, Jan. That was for the people on YouTube. I'm not sure how to do it on Facebook. So I apologize for that. So I have some cool new angel cards, and they're called Angel Answers. Angel Answers Oracle Cards by Radley Valentine. Now, these cards are really, what happened was, just like when I ordered the gratitude cards, I ordered the wrong ones. This was not my intention to order these cards, but then after I saw them, I'm like, oh, there's a reason why I accidentally did. Needless to say, I am paying much more attention now to what I am clicking and ordering. So these cards are pretty cool. There's 3 different types of cards in this deck. Terry, thank you so much for your super sticker. That is so awesome of you. I appreciate that. These are all about messages from the angels. There are timing cards and yes and no cards and angel messages. So what I thought would be fun is for you to think about a question. Think about a question that you want the answer to. You don't have to post your question. You can keep that private, keep that to yourself, but just focus on it. Focus on the intention of it. And then while you're focusing on it, I will pull one of the angel answer cards for you. So start thinking about that for a little bit. Think about what question you have, and you can just type in the comments that you would like a card. You don't have to, divulge what information you're looking for, but we'll pull that card and see what information comes up for you. So, back when I did my first show, I remember thinking to myself, how am I going to fill up a whole entire hour? What on earth am I going to talk about? And now I'm looking at almost 100 hours. It kind of blows my mind when I think about it like that. I never worry, and it's been this way since the beginning. I never worry about what I'm going to talk about. I'm always divinely guided every single time. Now, usually I know a little bit ahead of time. Sometimes I'll get information weeks ahead of time. And other times, I don't get information until I sit down right in front of my computer to start the show. But I always trust that information will come, and it always does. So one thing that's happened for me is, kind of just trusting in that has really helped increase my intuition. It's increased the messages that I get, and everything. So I'm telling you this because the more we practice using that intuition, it's like a muscle. The more we practice using it, the stronger it's going to get. The more developed it's going to get. So think about that. It's so important to trust it. And I know from my own experience that that is the hardest part. The hardest part is trying to trust the information that you receive. I'm just writing down some names here. Thank you so much, Devin. And that's the tricky part. The tricky part is trusting it 100%. Now you're gonna start, when you start using it, on like a regular basis, you're gonna wonder, is this information coming from my head? Am I thinking this? But to me, it feels different. It feels just, I can't really, it's hard to explain, for me to explain anyway. But it feels different. The information feels different when it comes to you from your intuition. It's like just a knowingness. And you can use that to guide you when you have to make decisions. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull a couple cards here. And Terry, I'm going to get you a regular card as well, since you sent me a super sticker. So let me see what I have for you. Oh, I like that one. Well, Terry, 2 cards actually came up for you. One is have faith, and the other one is forgive and forget. A lot of times we'll say, well, I can forgive that, but I'm never going to forget it. But we really need to let that stuff go, because there's a difference between, like when we forget it, that means that we just kind of let it go. It's no longer going to bother us. It's no longer going to cause us pain. Because when you hang on to that, that's what it does. It's like a weight on your shoulders. So anything that you have, any situation that you might possibly be in where you need to forgive someone and let that go, you need to do that for yourself, Terry. Absolutely for yourself. And you need to have faith. You need to have faith that everything is going to work out exactly the way it's supposed to. And it's going to work out in divine timing, which, is for us humans is kind of difficult sometimes, because we have our own human timeline, and it doesn't always coincide with the way things actually happen for us. So have faith that things are working out for you. Things are going to work out, and they're going to continue to do that. And if you're feeling like someone has hurt you, then you need to just forgive that person. And you don't need an apology from them. You can do that kind of healing all on your own. You just, when you forgive someone, it doesn't take a weight off of them. It does healing for us. We're the ones, the forgivers. We are the ones that, release all of that. And it can no longer bother us anymore. And I'm going to pull your Angel Answers card now, Terry, and see what we get for you. And this card is a timing card. So the answer to your question is in the near future. In the near future. So I don't know what you're looking at, but I hope that gave you the answer that you're looking for. And again, thank you so much for your super chat or super sticker. And we got a card for Richard. Richard. Oh, Richard. Look at this. In the near future, you got the same card. The same card. So I hope that answers your question, Richard. And Richard, the angels are really singing your praises. They're talking about how much work you have done, on yourself, how much clearing you have done, how much healing you have done, and how much brighter your light is. And they're wanting to acknowledge you for that, and they're wanting to tell you to keep up the good work. Terry says, thank you. It sure does. Awesome, Terry. Awesome. Okay, Veronica. Let's see what we have for Veronica. Oh, Veronica, your card, you got a different card. These cards are so beautiful too. Your answer is wait. Wait. And when I first saw that card, I kind of felt like, ooh, there's an obstacle. But I don't think there is. What I feel like is the timing is not right now. That you need to wait a little longer because, like we were just saying, divine timing. So your answer is to wait. Now you're not going to have to wait forever, Veronica. That's just temporary. But I think that you'll see that things are going to work out in your favor and sooner than you may think. Okay. You are welcome, Richard. Let me see. I got to write some more names down here. Robert and Joyce, and I have Sarah. So if anyone else would like a card, please, please, please let me know. So I have to tell you guys, in 2 weeks, our amazing producer, Tiffany White Sage Woman, who has this terrific show on Sundays, Spiritual Insights, she is going to be doing her 400th show. How amazing. So incredible. So you guys need to tune in for her show. It's the same time, 8 p.m. Eastern on Sundays. Veronica said, thank you. I thought that might be the answer. Ha. Look like I'll be living here a little bit longer then. Oh, well, I guess you got your answer, Veronica. I know, sometimes we get our answers, and I don't know if this is the case for you, Veronica, but this just popped into my head. We get our answers, but we don't want to listen to them because we're like, no, that's not the answer that I wanted to hear. And a lot of times it's not. And I think for some people, that's why they don't like to follow their intuition, because their intuition is going to guide them exactly where they need to go. And sometimes it's not the answer you want to hear. It's not the place where you want to go. So you kind of just pretend like it's not there and you just don't listen to it. But then what usually happens is we find out pretty quickly that we made the wrong decision because we didn't follow that inner guidance. Because when we do, it does not steer us wrong, no matter how scary it might be to follow it, no matter what, where it may lead us, because we might have to step outside of our comfort zone, right? And a lot of times we don't like to do that because what is the comfort zone? It's a comfort zone. It's where we're comfortable. And it's not always fun to step out of that. But that's where the best rewards are, the absolute best rewards. So remember that. I would love a card, but gave an appointment. Okay, I will do that real quick, Jan. Veronica said, I'm okay with that, though. I really don't fancy packing and moving in summer. No, I wouldn't fancy it in winter either, though. I'll tell you, as many times as I've moved in my whole life, I've moved in every season. I've moved in snowstorms. I have moved when it was close to zero. I've moved in the pouring rain. I've moved in the sweaty heat, everything. So there's no really good time for that, I have to say. Okay, Jan. Okay, Jan, you have an angel message card, and it says, look for a sign. Look for a sign. Jan, I feel like there are signs all around you everywhere. And I feel like when you see them, you don't necessarily recognize that that's what they are or that they are there for you. So start noticing them more. Start paying more attention. Be more mindful, because everything that you want to know, you already know. It's already inside of you. And you're going to see signs. You're going to see things to help validate that for you. So start paying attention more. You know, we get so busy in our daily lives that so many things we don't pay attention to. And that's one thing that I've learned from this gratitude group that I've been doing, because it's made me notice things more even than I did. You know, I could be outside, you know, scrolling on my phone and stuff, and put my phone down and I'm like, wow, look, the birds are singing. And they had been singing all along, but I wasn't paying attention. And we all do this, and we do this, you know, a lot during our day. Think of how many more messages we'd all be receiving if we actually pay more attention. Jan says, yes, I've been seeing signs for friends lately. It's my time. Thank you, Ruth. You're welcome, Jan. And I'm really happy you got the answer that you were wanting. Okay, Sarah. Now, I have Sarah down, I have Robert, and I have Joyce. So if anyone else would like a card, you know, think about your question and then put it in the comments. Uh-oh. Well, I dropped that one. I can't actually get to that one, though. Let's see what we have for Sarah. Sarah. Hello, Melissa. Boy, I sure missed your show last week. We didn't have any shows Thursday, Friday, or Sunday because of the holiday break. And I'll tell you, I noticed a huge difference. I really missed them. Okay, Sarah. In the near future. And, you know, Sarah, when I tune into your energy, I just see so many, I see like this big, long road. Not that it's something that's going to be long and burdensome, but that there's so many opportunities for you on this road. I just see like one thing after another. And I feel like things are going to start really coming together for you, even more than they have been. I feel like you're going to be expanding your business, expanding maybe some of your products, or maybe you're going to be doing something totally different altogether. I don't know. But I just feel like a lot of growth and expansion where your financial aspect is coming from, if that makes sense. Hi, Carol Ann. So nice to see you here too. And now we are on to Robert. So Robert, I hope you've been thinking about a question. I know you may not be here right now, but I'm going to pull that card for you. So when you watch this, think about the question first. Okay, let's see what we have for Robert. Robert's is also an angel message, and it's talking about recovery. Recovery. And what I feel for you, Robert, is I feel like you are kind of rediscovering, and I say rediscovering, I don't want to say you're finding out who you are or you're finding yourself. You're rediscovering who you are. You are you're remembering who you are. And all of these things are starting to come to light for you. And it can be very, very overwhelming. You know, when we learn a lot of truths about ourselves or a lot of different things about ourselves at one time, it can be very overwhelming. So I feel like you need to get more rest. I feel like you need to take better care of yourself. And I feel like that is all going to help you during this growth process. So I hope that answers your question. Sarah said, woohoo, that answered my question. Love it. Thank you. It all makes sense. Makes total sense. Well, I'm so happy to hear that. That is awesome. And now we have Joyce. Yes, thank you, Carol Ann. Thank you. Pretty exciting. All right. And then we have Joyce. Joyce, you also got the recovery card. Now, what I'm feeling about this is I'm feeling yours is a little bit, your message is a bit different than Robert's. I'm feeling like you need some more time in solitude. I feel like you get some alone time, but you might not delve as deep as what they're wanting you to do. They're wanting you to reflect back, think of some of the more happier times in your life. Not that you are miserable now, that's not what I mean, but just think back to some fond memories you have. Think of even back to maybe when you were a child and things you loved to do, because I feel like there's a little bit of rediscovery for you as well about learning more and more about yourself. And it's really, really important. And they're telling me again, like they always do, you need to write stuff down. You need to write down how you're feeling. You need to write down different things that you might be going through, because all of this is going to help you with your healing. It is, you release something when you put it down in writing. And I know there are so many people here that watch this show that can attest to that, as well as myself. There is so much power in writing down your thoughts, writing down your feelings, writing down your dreams, everything. And I don't just mean the dreams when you're sleeping, but, you know, dreams that you may have in your life, things you want to do or accomplish or, you know, whatever. And there's so much power when you write that stuff down. So they're really wanting you to do that. And then you can go back and you can reflect on it. And this is something that we, you know, it would benefit all of us. Then you can go back and reflect on that. And you can look at, wow, I was feeling like this, and then I turned it around. Or, oh, I remember when this happened and I felt like blah, blah, blah. And as you're reading it, you know, when you start to do the healing and you go back and read some of those really deep emotions, you're not going to have the same reaction. Your body's not going to react. You know how our body will react, you know, when we get really upset. We'll do like the heavy breathing, or I'm trying to think of, you know, maybe we shake or tremble a little bit. And once you start healing from those things that upset you, when you think about them again, no matter how deep you think about them, you're not going to feel those physical feelings, because you have healed that and moved past it. That's why this healing work is so, so important. And I got to tell you, it's not fun work. It can be emotionally painful. You know, when we pull up traumas and hurts and anxiety and loss that we've had, that we've never completely healed from, you know, those wounds are still there. They're just kind of festering. And when we have to touch them, you know, they're very sensitive. So it's hard work, but it's very well worth it. Hello, Sam. So Sam, what I would like you to do, I don't know, I'm not sure if you just, you know, got here, but if you did, focus on a question, and then I will get your card for you. Robert says, I have been feeling drained lately. Yes, you need more rest. You need more self-care. And now that we're going to be coming into this holiday season, you know, people have more activities going on. You know, they have holiday parties, shopping, wrapping gifts, you know, all sorts of different things that go on. And it's going to cut into your sleep time or your rest time or your me time. So you have to make sure that you keep that balanced. Keep that balanced out. You don't want to get yourself run down. And if you can't, fill yourself up with everything that you need, you've got nothing to give to anyone else. Absolutely nothing. Joy said, thank you so much. You're so right. I started writing again, and it brings things to the surface. Wonderful, 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 Joyce. I am so excited to hear that. So excited to hear that. And I know that almost every message for quite a while that I've given you they've talked about you writing. And it's so funny because it reminds me of before I finished my first book, because I would just get that, I would hear that all the time, you got to get this done. You got to get this done. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Over and over and over. And just finally said, fine. Because I got so tired of it nagging at me every single day. And I kind of feel like it's the same thing for you. You've had to hear it so much. But it can be hard to write about, the way you feel about deep emotions or pain. But once you get that out, boy, you feel so much different. Okay, Sam. Okay, Sam, here's the answer to your question. Wait. The time is not right. So whatever it is you're pondering, they're wanting you to hold off a little bit. They're saying it's still going to happen, but it's going to be a little bit longer before it does. And that's all because of divine timing. Everything is happening exactly the way it is supposed to. So just be patient a little longer, and it will all work out. But they're wanting you to wait for right now. So I hope that resonates with you. Oh, you're welcome, Sam. And I know Heather is here, so I'm going to pull a card for Heather. So Heather, I want you to focus on a question, and we'll see what comes up for you. Heather, the answer to your question is in the near future, Heather. In the near future. I like that. It's a very positive response. Because, when we ask a question, it's usually because it's something we want to happen right now, right? So to know it's going to happen in the near future, that's very positive. But, everything needs to be lined up just right. And it's so funny because when things do fall in line like that, it's like boom, 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 and things just happen. And that's all divine timing. Oh, thank you so much, Carol Ann. Yeah, I think these cards are so pretty. But Heather, I feel like you need a break. I feel like you need more rest. You feel very tired to me. And I don't mean just physically, but mentally or emotionally. It feels more mentally. But you need some rest. And I really hope that you will get it, because I think it will really help you feel better. And Kate, please focus on a question. And I'm not sure if you're still here, but if you're not and you listen later, this will be the answer to your question. Let's see what we have for Kate. And Carol Ann has her show on tomorrow night in the Psychic Flow, and Melissa Parks, Joyful Findings, on Friday. And then I know I have mentioned Tiffany. Her show is on Sundays, Spiritual Insights. Goodness. Oh, Kate. Okay. So, Kate, you got this beautiful card, and this card is a message from the angels about abundance. Look at how beautiful that is. I love all the different colors. And I feel like your life is so abundant right now. Now, when when you hear the word abundance, people immediately think of like things or money, but that's not what abundance is all about. Abundance is about having everything that you need, about having love, having a full heart, a heart full of love, having trust and honesty. All those things are about abundance as well. And I feel like all areas of your life, the abundance is expanding. And they're just wanting you to recognize every little thing and be grateful for every little thing. And the more grateful that you are, the more things that the universe is going to bring you to be grateful for. So I hope that resonates with you, Kate. Hello, Jessica. Nice to see you here. Hello, Carol. Wow. Welcome, welcome. So the cards that I have for you that have just joined us, I want you to focus on a question. And you don't have to tell us the question. You can just keep that to yourself. And then I will pull a card that will give you your answer. These are angel answers. That's what the name of the cards are, for anyone that wants to know. Okay, I got Joyce, and I got Heather, and I got Kate. So anyone else who would like a card, you just let me know. And if I missed anyone, please just pop it in the comments again. And how about Carol Ann? Let's give Carol Ann a card. Carol Ann, focus on your question. I know it's kind of putting you on the spot, but this card has come up several times. They're wanting you to wait. They're wanting you to wait. The timing is a little bit off now. So they're wanting you to wait a little bit. I feel like maybe you are not the most patient person in the world, Carol Ann, but that's something we can learn, because I will tell you, I didn't used to be either. And now, I could sit and watch a pot of water from the time I turn the stove on till it boils, and I could just sit there and watch it and I won't get impatient. That's one thing that I did learn from having children. It really taught me patience. And sometimes we can be patient with other people and not so much with ourselves. But we have to stop putting so much on ourselves that we wouldn't put onto someone else. And we all do this. I don't know anyone that doesn't. We are so much harder on ourselves than we are anybody else. Like one of our kids or our significant other, our partner, whatever, a friend could do something, and we could forgive them. We could be a lot more patient with them, while they're learning something new. But it's harder for us to do that and show ourselves those same kindnesses. So that's something we all need to work on. Being kinder to ourselves. Okay, Kim. Okay, Jessica, what I'm going to do is you just focus on your question. And right now I'm going to pull a card for Kim, and then I will pull one for you next. And we'll see what information we get. So you just focus on your question, and then I'll get to yours next. Kim, your card is also recovery. And what I feel is like, I feel like maybe, I don't really want to say under the weather, but maybe you're not 100% lately. I feel like you're doing a lot. And maybe at times you're putting out more than you're taking in. So you have to rebalance that, Kim, because otherwise that's going to lead, to it, to you maybe feeling ill or whatever. So you want to make sure you balance out that energy. You want to make sure you're taking in and putting out the same amount of energy, whether that's, love or, doing something physical. You don't want to just give unless you're getting back in return, because you have to keep yourself replenished. Carol Ann says, Thank you, Ruth. Very appropriate. Awesome. Okay. Oh, you were thinking of a question. Awesome. I know, it's so funny because a lot of times, like when I'm watching the other shows, and they'll say, "Well, do you have a question?" When someone puts me on the spot like that, I cannot think of a question. Boy, 10 minutes later, I'll have about five. But when I'm put on the spot like that, it's like my mind shuts down and I can't think of it. Um, so I'll just say, no, just a general message is great because I can't think of a question. Um, so I wasn't sure if people would feel like they were being put on the spot or not. Jessica, let's get you a card. Jessica. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay. The card that came up for you is also wait. So I feel like the timing is a little bit off right now. I feel like your wait is going to be very short and you're going to know when the time is right. Listen to your intuition, listen to those messages you get, and follow that. Follow that intuition because it's going to lead you where you need to go. But be patient just a little bit longer, Jessica, because whatever it is that you are waiting for, I feel like it's going to be very, very well worth the wait. So I hope that answers your question. She said, great, thank you. Awesome. So, Carol. Uh-oh, there goes my pen. Well, no more writing down names for me. I'll tell you, whichever one of you show hosts suggested writing down the names, that was an awesome suggestion. Because when the responses scroll so quickly, it's a lot easier to keep up. Jessica says, patient. What is that? I know. It's not easy. I know. But the more you practice it, the easier it's going to get too. Okay, Carol. What do we have for Carol? Carol. Oh, make sure this is your question or your answer. Oh. Well, sometimes we have to shuffle a couple times till the right. This is just kind of blowing me away. Wait, Carol. Wait. So I'm starting to get the message that what we all need to do is practice more patience, that we need to be more patient with what we want, more patient with ourselves, because everything is being worked on the other side, and it's going to come to us just as soon as it is supposed to. So let's all practice that patience a little bit. Kim said, thanks, Ruth. Definitely still working on this. Oh, well, awesome. I'm going to pull a card for Devin. So think about your question over there, Devin. Here's a new card. Compromise. Sometimes we have to give a little in order to get a little, right? And compromise is not a negative word. When people are looking at the same goal, but they're coming at it from different perspectives, different angles, different ways, because everybody has their own way of doing things. Everybody has their own ideas, and that's a good thing because we don't want to be copycats of each other. But sometimes, we might have to take that pie, and we don't get the whole pie anymore, but we're going to have to cut it in half maybe, or cut it, in quarters, and we're going to have to give some to somebody else and let them have their say a little bit too. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's a great way to get along. Some people refuse to compromise. But that's what we need to do. We need to compromise. And you definitely do, Devin. So I feel like things are going to work out much better. That old saying, two heads are better than one. Put all your ideas, all parties concerned, put your ideas together and come out with a solution that's going to work for everyone. So I hope that resonates with you, Devin. Okay. So while I'm thinking about it, this month we have, because of the holidays, because we're going to be on break for a couple of weeks later this month, we have only one spiritual message circle, and it's on December 10th. So mark that down on your calendars. And if you're not familiar with the spiritual message circle, it's this amazing show with several of the show hosts. You give a donation of $20 or more, and you get to have a little mini reading or just a message from each one of the show hosts that are on that night. It's a lot of fun, and it's really interesting to see how a lot of the messages blend well together, and it's just cool how that all works out. This show is always a lot of fun, always. So mark that down on your calendars. Now, if you want to come and just check it out, you don't want to get readings that night, that's fine too. You just watch the show. It'll be posted. You just watch the show and you can see what it's all about. But I think you will enjoy it. And, even when you don't get, you don't give a donation to get a reading, messages that you're going to hear are still going to pertain to you. They're still going to make sense to you. They're still going to resonate with you. So, it's a win-win situation for everybody. Oh, you're welcome, Carol. Very welcome. So, see how much time we have left. I think that says 7 minutes. Okay. Take another drink. Okay. So, anybody else want a card? Just let me know, and I will pull one for you. And don't forget now, in 2 weeks, I'm going to have my Christmas giveaway show. So please, guys, come on for that, because I'm going to be giving a lot of stuff away. I am also going to be doing a raffle, but I will have a lot of giveaways. And I think it's going to be a really fun show. Messages are always so positive. It's good for all. Yes, on the spiritual message circle, that's very true. And, I was just thinking, since this is my 100th show, one way that we can celebrate is I'm going to give away a distant Reiki session. Now, this just came to me just now. So I'm thinking of how I'm going to do it. But Reiki is something that everyone should experience. It is the most amazing experience. And the people that aren't familiar with it, it's like an energy exchange. You get a lot of healing on every level, and the effects of it last. It can last some people for several weeks. I've heard of it lasting for some people for a couple of months, where they're still like purging and going through stuff, because it's going to bring stuff to the surface for you as well. It's going to, it helps a lot with the physical body as well. Awesome. Robert says he greatly enjoys all of the messages. So what I'm going to do is, I guess I would pull a number from, we'll make it go fast, from 1 to 10. Oh, I guess I should write this down. So just pick a number from 1 to 10, and whoever guesses it will get the distant Reiki session. Oh, 5. Nope, keep going, Veronica. Number between 1 and 10. Okay. I know there's a little bit of a delay when you put your comments in. 7, 3. Oh, Robert, you got it. I'll make sure nobody else got it before you. It's number 3 right there. So, Robert, I don't have information for you because I don't think you're on Facebook. So please email me at angelworkspublishing@gmail.com. Veronica, you are funny. And we will set up a time to do that. And I love doing the distant Reiki sessions, and they're really nice for people, especially people who have never had Reiki before, because you get to be in the comfort of your own home. You don't have to go anywhere. All you have to do is lay there and relax and just enjoy the energy. So, that, and because I know sometimes people are like, well, I don't know what that is, I'm kind of hesitant about that. But you ask anybody that's had a Reiki session before, and they will tell you how amazing it is. It's some of the most incredible energy you will ever feel. Veronica says, dang, I just remembered 3 was your favorite number. I know, I've probably mentioned that a ton of times on my shows. I kind of thought that, yeah, I don't know. See, I wrote it down without even thinking because it is like one of my favorite numbers. That's funny. So we're just about out of time. We've got a couple more minutes here. I hope if you guys are interested, you will come over and join the 7-day Christmas Giving Challenge on Facebook. I think it's going to be so much fun. And I think it's good to expand our ideas about things, just like about Christmas or about giving, and maybe look at other alternatives, other perspectives. It helps us to grow. It helps us to expand. And, that's what we're all here to do, right? We're all here to be the best version of ourselves that we can be. I'm going to tell you all how grateful I am for each and every one of you. I feel so blessed every week that you guys join me for my show. I can't believe we've already gotten to 100. And, I went back and tried to watch. Well, I started looking at my first show, and I was looking to see who was on there because I don't remember. And, a lot of the same people are still here watching the show. So thank you all so, so much. I am so grateful for you. And I want you guys to have a really, really good week. And I will see you guys here next week. I love you guys. I love you so much. Have a great night.